Here we go again, another black shooting, and with black people acting as if it isn't justified. I'm referring to Alton Sterling. So this individual was selling CDs illegally outside of a store. He had a gun on him illegally. He was resisting arrest. So it makes sense that he would die. It's unfortunate and it's very sad, yes, but perhaps if he wasn't doing all those three things I mentioned, then he would still be alive and be able to be with his family. And then I recently heard about another shooting of an individual, a black individual that was in his car that legally had firearm, and he reached for in his pocket to grab the documentation to prove that he's allowed to have the firearm, and as a result he got shot by a police officer. And then again you have black individuals acting as if the shooting was not justified. I mean, why didn't the individual tell the officer that he was reaching in his pocket, politely tell the officer, "Sir, I'm going to reach in my pocket very slowly just to grab these documentations. I'm not reaching for a gun. Just the documentation so that I can prove that I am legally allowed to have these guns." Unfortunately, and it's sad again, he died. Now, I'm sure we're going to have Black Lives Matter speak on this and protests in the streets and riots and all this propaganda, but they never want to address black on black crime. Why is that? Why don't they want to address the murders in Chicago of black individuals shooting other black individuals? But they're so quick to jump when a police officer or someone in authority shoots our kind. If we don't respect our kind, why should anyone else? Like, let's be real though. That real talk. Why should anyone else respect us if we don't respect ourselves? And then let's look at the prison complex. It's mostly filled up of black individuals, Hispanic, indigenous, more than whites. And why is that? It's because we're inherently evil. Black individuals are inherently evil. Weed, for example. Marijuana, blacks smoke weed more than white people. So it makes sense that blacks will be in jail for marijuana charges. But people always have something to say about blacks being ridiculed and injustice in the black community. Now, I believe those things are incorrect and not reasonable. If you believed anything I just said, anything at all, you are a part of the problem, and you are a racist. Studies actually show that black individuals and white individuals smoke weed at the same rate, yet black individuals are incarcerated for it at a disproportionate rate. Studies show that black kids are likely to be tried as adults more than white individuals. There is a bias there. There is systematic racism. And if you do not believe that there is, I suggest you go on Google and do your research some statistics. Maybe then it'll click that 2 police officers holding down a man should not result in his death, especially when the gun is all the way in his pocket. From what you can see from one of the videos, they went all the way in his pocket and took out the gun after the fact of him being dead. Maybe then it'll click just a bit that the individual in the car that reached for his gun license or documentation should have been given a little bit of a benefit of a doubt, just like white individuals are given. And maybe then you'll ponder about the justice system being reformed just a bit to be more fair and more equal to all races. Maybe then you'll also ponder about the police departments having proper training so that they know how to deal with certain individuals and not to deem all black individuals as threats. One thing for sure is that I can't wait to hear what Stacey Dash is going to say about this. That's going to be so enlightening. So let me tell you about my day. I had a productive day at work. Went to the gym afterwards. Did some listening to see our tweets and memes about Jay-Z cheating on Beyonce.